If you did a quick search for the most hated Gold Rush cast member, chances are pretty good you'd be slapped in the face with a picture of Fred Lewis. In fact, the hopping Reddit community of 13K fans can't seem to go very long without starting a new thread to discuss all the reasons they agree he's an incompetent asterisk shoal. For all of these reasons, it isn't too surprising that amid the beef between the Clayton brothers and Fred during Season 13, Episode 18, fans were pretty quick to side with Brandon and Brady. What exactly was it that happened between Fred Lewis and the Clayton brothers? Keep reading for a recap and what fans think about it. Now, most cast members on Gold Rush end up getting a fair amount of criticism from the fan base. The hatred fans have for Fred Lewis, however, is wild. According to a recap from Looper, fans have no shame in ripping the miner apart and sending him cruel messages about how much of a failure he is at mining gold. Unfortunately, this disdain from fans does extend to the crew members, as fans believe Fred has done a poor job of managing them the entire time he's been part of Gold Rush. For example, fans were furious after what happened during the episode titled Gremlins that aired on January 20th. During the episode, one of the belts snapped on the crew's wash plant. They made the decision to replace the belt without first determining what caused the belt to snap. Ultimately, a second belt snapped because they didn't find and resolve the issue first. Fans watching the show were annoyed that Fred's crew made such a boneheaded mistake. But they also were in agreement that Fred Lewis was largely to blame for not managing a better crew. Fast forward to Season 13, Episode 18 of Gold Rush. Fans are up in arms regarding Fred and his crew again because they botched a deal they had in place with the Clayton brothers. During the episode Buzzified, fans believe Fred Lewis' crew knew exactly what they were doing when they gave Brandon and Brady Clayton the dozer that later broke down. Earlier in Season 13, the Clayton brothers and Fred Lewis had previously made an arrangement. Brady and Brandon agreed to let Fred use one of their dozers, but Fred would owe them a favor. The favor ended up being Fred giving the Clayton brothers the dozer. As fans watched, the Clayton brothers only got a few hours of work out of the dozer before it broke down. Now, Fred and his crew were pretty quick to blame the Clayton brothers and attempt to wash their hands of the whole situation. But Gold Rush fans aren't buying it. Fred Lewis and his crew have acquired a reputation for having old and busted machinery, and fans are convinced the crew gave the Clayton brothers a busted dozer knowing it wouldn't last very long before kicking the bucket. In fact, fans on Reddit are furious with Fred Lewis and his crew, stating that they believe he went back on his deal with this shady move. Allie Johnson loves reality TV. She can't believe she was able to find a job writing about it. Allie has been doing this for 2 years. Gold Rush. Fans side with Clayton brothers. Fred Lewis to blame. The Gold Rush franchise has captivated audiences for over a decade, showcasing the relentless pursuit of fortune in the unforgiving Alaskan wilderness. With each season, new characters and dynamics emerge, leading to heated debates among fans. Recently, a wave of controversy has swept through the fan community, igniting discussions about the Clayton brothers and the role of Fred Lewis in the unfolding drama. As viewers dissect episodes, opinions are forming, pitting fans against each other in a passionate showdown over blame and loyalty. The Clayton brothers. A new Foresee the Clayton brothers, a pair of ambitious miners, made their debut in the series, quickly gaining traction among viewers for their work ethic and determination. Their story arc reflects the classic Gold Rush narrative. Two brothers leaving behind their old lives to pursue the elusive gold that promises a better future. Fans have found their struggles relatable, rooting for them as they navigate the complexities of mining and the interpersonal conflicts that arise in such a high-stakes environment. However, Their ascent has not come without challenges. The brothers often find themselves at odds with other miners, leading to a perception that they are overstepping their boundaries. Some fans argue that the Clayton brothers' aggressive tactics and willingness to confront other teams have stirred the pot unnecessarily, making them appear as villains in the narrative. This perception has fueled divisive opinions, with some viewers praising their tenacity while others criticize their approach. Fred Lewis, a polarizing figure. Fred Lewis, a fan favorite and seasoned miner, has been a part of Gold Rush since season 10. Known for his charisma and leadership skills, he has faced his share of ups and downs in the mining world. However, with the introduction of the Clayton himself in the eye of the storm, as conflicts between him and the brothers escalate, Fred's approach to mining and team dynamics has always emphasized collaboration and communication. While many fans admire his dedication to fostering a supportive environment, others argue that this perspective has made him less competitive and, at times, ineffective in the ruthless world of gold mining. Some viewers believe that Fred's attempts to negotiate and collaborate with the Clayton brothers have backfired, causing more friction than resolution. The fan divide. Who's to blame? As episodes air, fans are increasingly split on where to place blame for the rising tensions. On one side, the Clayton brothers' critics argue that their aggressive strategies and confrontational demeanor are to blame for the growing rift. Supporters point to their innovative methods and sheer determination to stake their claim as reasons to cheer for them. They see the brothers as a necessary force to shake things up, revitalizing the competitive spirit of the show. Conversely, Fred's supporters highlight his consistent efforts to maintain a sense of community among the miners. They argue that Fred's emphasis on teamwork and understanding should be celebrated, viewing him as a stabilizing influence in a chaotic environment. Critics of Fred, however, believe that his reluctance to embrace a more aggressive stance has hindered his ability to compete effectively, suggesting that his nice guy approach is outdated in the cutthroat world of gold mining. The role of editing and narrative. An essential aspect of reality television is editing, which can shape perceptions and influence viewer opinions. Gold Rush is no stranger to this practice, often highlighting certain moments to enhance drama and build character narratives. Fans have speculated that the portrayal of the Clayton brothers as villains and Fred as the underdog may be an intentional narrative choice to create tension and intrigue. This manipulation of storytelling can skew the audience's perception, making it difficult to determine who is genuinely to blame. Viewers may find themselves swayed by dramatic music and strategically placed interviews that highlight specific grievances, rather than a balanced view of the situation. As fans engage in heated discussions online, it's crucial to remember that their interpretations are often colored by the show's editing choices. Community and support. The passionate discourse surrounding the Clayton brothers and Fred Lewis highlights a deeper connection that fans have with the series. Gold Rush is more than just a show about mining. It reflects themes of ambition, family, and resilience. The relationships between the characters resonate with viewers, and as they choose sides, they're often reflecting their values and beliefs about competition and camaraderie. Social media platforms have become battlegrounds for fans to express their opinions, share memes, and rally support for their favored miners. As discussions escalate, it's clear that the fan community is deeply engaged, with each viewer bringing their perspective shaped by personal experiences and interpretations of the show's events. A shift in dynamics as the season progresses. The dynamics between the Clayton brothers and Fred Lewis are likely to evolve. Tensions may rise, alliances could shift, and new players might enter the fray. The beauty of reality television lies in its unpredictability, and Gold Rush has a knack for surprising its audience. For fans, This means more than just watching gold being mined. It's about witnessing the complex interplay of human emotions and relationships. Whether rooting for the Clayton brothers or championing Fred, viewers are part of a larger conversation about ambition, rivalry, and the cost of success. Conclusion. The verdict is still out as the debate rages on. One thing is clear. The introduction of the Clayton brothers and their interactions with Fred Lewis have added an intriguing layer to the gold rush narrative. Fans are divided, each with compelling arguments for their stance. Ultimately, the question of blame may be less about who is right or wrong, and more about the multifaceted nature of human relationships in a high-stakes environment. As the season unfolds, viewers will continue to engage with the story, analyzing motivations and character development. In the world of Gold Rush, the gold may be the prize, but the true treasure lies in the stories and connections formed along the way. Whether siding with the Clayton brothers or Fred Lewis, fans are united in their passion for the journey, eagerly anticipating what twists and turns lie.